My boyfriend threw away my grandmother's last memory, so I destroyed his Lego sets and threw him out. I have been living with my now ex-boyfriend for about 8 months now. I have a teddy bear that my grandmother gave to me when I was younger. It has no monetary value, but the sentimental value is more important. When I was 8, she gave it to me while she was struggling with cancer. It was stage 4 and spread quickly, they could do nothing. She gave me a teddy bear and told me to take care of it, and I could talk to the teddy bear whenever I missed her. She got one of those talking mics put in it, and it would say, "I hope you're feeling loved today because I love you more than all the stars in the sky and all the fish in the sea, and you mean the world to me." She would say that all time when I would spend the night. He knows how much it means to me. I told him. He's seen me hugging the bear and sitting outside to talk to my grandma when I was sad or just needed to vent without judgment or even a response. 2 days ago, he decided that it was raggedy and not appealing to look at. I can admit, Bear has been through it. I carried it around with me everywhere for 2 years. He would go in my book bag when I went to school, went to dance class with me, and even went out of town when I had cheer meets when I got into high school. My cousin pulled out one of his eyes when I was 10, and he was missing an arm when my brother got mad at me and cut it off. It was sewn back on and then ripped off again. You get it. But he was mine. I found a button exactly like his from some bear at Goodwill and was going to sew it in his eye. I went to my room. We have separate bedrooms. I went there to do it, but he wasn't on my bed. I went scouring for him for hours, and he watched me. I started crying because that was the last thing she gave me, and she made it special. My boyfriend finally told me he threw it away because it was disgusting, and he hated coming into my room and seeing it. I got so mad, and I felt so betrayed. He likes to spend time on Legos and building them. He's built the Eiffel Tower, the Harry Potter Tower, a cherry blossom tree, and dozens others. I went to his room, and I destroyed them all. I threw the pieces around the room, out the window, and in the garbage. He came in screaming at me and saying how dare I touch the things he bought with his money, and he spent hours on it. I told him he could get out and spend hours rebuilding it somewhere else because I was done with him. He started telling me I was overreacting and whatever else. I told him he had 1 week to get his things out, but he wasn't staying here while it happened. He told me I couldn't do that, and he paid the bills. I told him I didn't care and to get out or call the police. He's even called me a few times saying he'll get me another, and we can work on things and don't throw away 3 years over a mistake, but I am thoroughly disgusted by him. Update: I went out in that dumpster for 3 hours with my sister, my best friend, and even a neighbor came down to help when I told him what happened. And I found it. I am so relieved and beyond happy. I found it. He's air drying, and I will sew the button over the weekend. My dad and brother will be here while he comes to get his stuff, and that's that. I'm free of someone who doesn't respect my space or how I feel. I did tell our mutual friends what he did. I took a picture of all of us digging through the trash to find my bear. I took a picture of the bear and the state he was in after I saw him and told them, "Thank you for taking his side and not even trying to figure out the full situation." He threw away my property, so I took away his hobby. I also sent texts of him begging me to take him back and admit what he did. How he watched me cry for hours while I looked for it, knowing he threw it out. He watched me be distressed and didn't care.